Come fly with us, the world's favorite destination for business aviation. Come fly with us on Gear Up TV.
Well, hello, and thank you for joining today. As promised, I am going to tell you the 3 reasons I hear all the time why people get afraid about using video and why they don't do it. So there are 3 key psychological reasons you might be avoiding video. And it's not about what you look like, it's not about the gear, and it's not even about the time. The first thing I hear, and I very, very regularly do hear this, is I hate the sound of my own voice. Now, if that sounds like you are not alone. There's actually a biological reason for this, because the voice that you hear in your head is different from the one you hear on a recording. And for many people, that can actually trigger a sense of exposure, even embarrassment, because in my head, I know I've got a light sounding voice, but when I actually hear myself, and it's filtered through an audio track on a video and then filtered again through a device, here's quite often what I think I hear
when I hear myself.
I'm going to play
This
that.
is what I hear when I hear myself.
And one more time.
This is what I hear when I hear myself.
And although that is obviously an AI generated voice, it's not far off what I actually think I'm hearing. So the key thing is, what is the fix? Well, it's easy. What you do is you record a short message to yourself, just 1 sentence. Let me take that one off. Watch it back later with the sound off first and then with audio. And, I have had plenty, ample opportunities to do this for myself. Here's one I prepared earlier to show you. That's not straight. Again, this is me creating some video content to send off to a potential client and trying to set up the tech. So again, I don't even know, because I can't actually hear what you're hearing. I can hear a different sound in my head right now to what I'm going to hear when I hear this. That's not straight. So that is another huge thing for people. Now, the next one, and that happens a lot, and I think increasingly as we become more and more accustomed to seeing videos everywhere. Back in the day, I don't think most of us would have walked around checking out mirrors, and I know there's mirrors around, if you're in a public place, if you nip to the loo or what have you, quite often you'll fix yourself. Is your hair out of place? Is your tie straight if people still wear ties? Whatever that is, there's a quick check in the mirror. Is there something in your teeth? And then forget about it. But nowadays, with so much exposure to so much video content, it just can feel quite overwhelming. And so then when you actually see yourself, because again, most of us are not walking around thinking about how we look per se, particularly in our day-to-day lives, unless we're a model or an actor or something where your physical appearance is really, really important. You kind of set it and forget it. And not liking how you look on camera is not actually vanity. I'm going to show you a video of myself, just the first few seconds, that I absolutely do not like one little bit. It's been out, it's performed well, and the point of the video is it's not about me.
Of expertise. Apparently,
So there you go. That's a particular video I really didn't like. And what this is about is, it's not just about vanity. And a lot of us might think, oh, that is, if you're watching this and you're thinking, yeah, I don't like that, because XYZ. It's actually not vanity. A lot of it is about identity and its control. Again, to go back to what I was just saying about the walking around the place, when we're used to being respected for our mind, our skill, the results, suddenly seeing ourselves on screen can feel very jarring, because for me, I will look at an image of myself incredibly critically, and I don't think I'm alone in this. And actually, to be honest, I think pretty much everyone I meet in a business setting is only really interested in what can I do. For example, if I'm talking to you, what can I do that will serve you best? So it's really about removing the fear of whatever it is I think that I don't like about that particular image or images like that, and saying, you know what, really, truly, I know we do judge each other on appearances to a degree. And I do rather challenge that too, because yes, there's that first impression. You obviously want to look polished and professional in a business setting, and the same thing happens when you pop up on someone's screen. However, ultimately, it's the value that you're delivering, what you leave someone with. And unless you look completely outrageously out of place, really, truly, my experience is that all the things I might think about, oh, I don't particularly like that shot or image of me, isn't the key thing that is, it is appropriate for what other people are saying. So, of course, what is the fix? Well, the fix is show up when you're on camera, particularly if you're shooting yourself at home and you're shooting content for yourself with your phone or at home. Do it as you would with a call with a key client. You know, use the natural light, use an appropriate background, allow your expression to lead. The authority is in the tone. I'm going to show you something else now. So here is it's a Zoom video. I actually shot it at night. The lighting isn't that great, but it was really about giving value to a group of people I was coaching, just on things that they could do to help with their LinkedIn. So I'm just going to bring myself to stage again. So as you can see, I'm delivering something on LinkedIn, best practices. Pretty much always do just grab this. It's a red cardigan, to be honest, and I just pop this on if I'm working from home and I'm going to show up on camera because of the whole red thing. But here I would really put a lot of work into giving some extra value to people who I'd been working with. So I was coaching them through things about what they could do for their LinkedIn profile. And quite honestly, I really don't think anyone was really caring at all what I looked like on the camera, on the stage. What they were interested in is, what they could do to help themselves have a better LinkedIn experience, particularly where it pertains to video. So again, the easy fix is show up how you would with a call for a key client. Let me remove that so you can see the text underneath. Use natural light, appropriate background, and allow your expression to lead. Your authority is in your tone. So here's the next thing is, I am not good with tech. Well, that's interesting, because I think here, what's really going on, if we're honest, is it's not that you're not good with tech. I'm pretty sure that most of the people I deal with are very, very competent, senior professionals. You know, you've really done well in your career. You're either working for a big corporate at a very high level, or you're working for a smaller entity, but you've got a lot of autonomy and you're dealing with big projects. Some of you are selling aircraft charter, aircraft interiors. Really, you have had to know and learn an awful lot of very complex things. You've had to navigate very complex relationships. And then in your home lives, you know, you might be parents, you might be dealing with elderly parents yourselves, that you've got so many competencies. You can drive cars, some of you fly planes. You're really, really skilled. And here it is. You've got to start at the beginning and be a beginner or in the early stages. And that's a little bit uncomfortable. It can be feel very uncomfortable, because who likes to look as though they're starting again from the beginning? And this is what puts a lot of people off posting content. And then you think, well, I don't want to invest in hiring a video crew. You might not have or be ready or willing to have that investment level yet. So I do caution you, don't get left behind because of that. You'll find that there are a lot of amazing content creators who are coming up on LinkedIn. They may spend their lives creating content, but they may not have the depth. In fact, I don't always guarantee, most people will not have that depth of knowledge and expertise that you have, that your audience, that your people will want to hear from you. But just to get yourself started, start with your phone. Record 30 seconds of you sharing one useful idea. That could even be, if you're, for example, heading to Friedrichshafen, one useful idea for anyone who is going to go to a trade show, who may not have been before or might not know the locale. What do we all know who are seasoned veterans of such things? And it's really simple. It's not even necessarily pertaining to your expertise, but it could even be, make sure you've got good shoes, comfortable shoes, because you will be on your feet a lot. Make sure, if you've got a restaurant tip, or if you've got something that you are showcasing at your booth, or if you're walking the floor, if you've got something that you would like to share with people. You might have a special deal, you might have something valuable to impart, a new newsletter, you name it. You know how you talk to your people, but record yourself several times showing that and talking about that. Watch it back several times and watch it sound on, sound off. Similarly with your audio, sound on and sound off. Just watch and listen to yourself until it becomes much more comfortable. And then the next stage is, of course, to record said video and post it on LinkedIn. But the big win is that you've actually done it. And I want to leave you with this. Video isn't a personality trait. It's not a character asset. It's a skill. And like any skill, it gets easier the more you do it. And if you want to build your confidence about showing up, just DM me or comment video and I'll send you the cheat sheet of some things that you can do to get over yourself. I don't pretend on any level to be a super polished content creator. I'm getting better and better the more I do it. But the point is, I'm getting people reaching out to me. You're asking me for advice. Some of you are working with me. And obviously, I know a lot about working with professional teams too. But that all happens because I just keep showing up, and I know you can too. So again, if you'd like to learn more, either DM me or drop video in the comments below wherever you're seeing this video, and I'll send you a cheat sheet just to go over those hacks and give you a little bit more in-depth things that you can do to get yourself started. So that's it from me today. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate you being with me and look forward to catching up soon.